Go.
Welcome to the Pixel Kitchen podcast, where we talk about anything on our minds over breakfast, lunch, dinner, honestly, anytime we feel like eating. I'm your co host, Jared, and with me is the host, Mack, and
Yo.
also with me is Hailey.
Hello.
So, what's good, everyone? How are we doing?
Well,
I give you a 9 out of 10.
Okay, I'll take it. That's a pretty good score.
Even though you read the intro, you still get to go first. What you been up to?
How's that work? Been playing lots of Baldur's Gate, honestly.
That's good.
That's what I've been up to. Job hunting, trying to get work at the tutoring place going. That's really it. I haven't played much else. I guess we played Earth. We played
We
CS:GO
played Earth and some CS. More CS on the way.
and Overwatch.
Yeah.
We haven't played a lot of Lethal Company lately.
Nah, just it hasn't been in the cards.
Yeah.
People we want to play with haven't been around as often.
Yeah. But that's it for me. What about you, Haley? What have you been up to?
22, and I've basically just been working for the last few weeks. I now work 3 jobs, and either 2 or 3 days out of the week, I am at least working 2 out of those 3 jobs. So,
Dang, it's a
yeah.
lot.
It's a lot, but I was just actually talking to my cousin about this today. She saw something I posted on my Instagram, and she was like, "Oh, like, may God give you strength because you work with kids." And I was like, "Yeah, I work with kids in all of the jobs that I have." And she was like, "Dang, girl, how much do you work?" And I'm like, 3 jobs? And she's like, "What?" And I go, "But the hours, like, that's the thing, is that the hours are flexible enough to know that for myself, I won't experience burnout. Like, that's the thing."
That's good.
That
That's
is good.
important.
Definitely.
With anything I make within 2 out of the 3 jobs is just gonna go straight into my savings, which I desperately need.
That's good.
Because I've had a lot of instances with my car. Last year, I don't know if Jared told you, Mac, but I had to get a new engine in the summer because mine busted.
Amazing.
So I need to make sure that that doesn't happen again. And then I also got my windshield replaced not that long ago due to an incident I still can't even explain, like how the crack happened. I just went to work and then I came back and boom, there's a crack. It already settled in.
Amazing.
So just trying to keep that afloat, but it still isn't affecting like time that I have with my family and just like time that I have made with others, especially that one in the corner over there.
That's me, probably.
That is good. Good thing it's not affecting anything else.
Yeah. It's definitely an adjustment. I wouldn't say a change, it's definitely an adjustment. Because like Jared and I don't live that far away from each other, so it's definitely an adjustment for me knowing like he's just right there, but I'm just so busy because we've seen each other like every other day, if not every 3 days. So that's just been the thing that's a little bit different, but it hasn't like been an issue really.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that you want to say that you've been up to, or is that pretty much sums it up?
I mean, I've been cooking a lot more recipes because my mom and I are like on a fitness journey, so we was just coming up with a lot of fun recipes to make and trying to meal prep more just so we can save money on not like eating out all the time.
Yeah.
I need to go to the gym more though. Jeez.
Yeah, me as well. It's sometimes hard to get that motivation.
Well, it was hard last week too because it was raining here in California.
Yeah, the flooding. And no one built an ark.
Nope. Not yet.
Someone's been slacking.
Someone whose name we can't say.
Right.
What about you, Mac? What have you been up to?
Almost same as you, except Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't played that yet. I have the opportunity
No.
to, though. At some point.
Do you think you will?
I don't know, one day I'll flip a coin and see what it says.
You'll flip the coin.
If it says play Baldur's Gate, I'll play Baldur's Gate. If it doesn't, I don't know, stare at the wall. Figure it out then. But no, League with Earth coming out, we've been playing more of that. Surprisingly, Jared's been playing it.
That's right.
Especially since he hates it. Yeah, no, not much of the company. Played CS for one stream. Need to do it again. Need to schedule it in somewhere. Have a longer session of CS this time. Have an easier time making a video that way.
We kind of suck at CS.
It's been how long since we played?
Couple years since Infinite Cheez-Its, I think.
Yeah. Forgot about that name. Yeah, I mean, if you think about back to when we first uploaded, the CS videos are the first 3 uploads. Like, first and third upload. It's been that long since we've consistently played CS. There's been stints here and there, but never stuck to it. Even though every time we played was always a fucking shit show that was funny.
Yeah. Definitely was. I think that there's a lot of comedic moments when it comes to that game, and then there are sometimes where it's just infuriating. Just can't do anything against people who've been playing it forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, you're right. But that's when we need to take a step back and think, I don't give a fuck about this game.
True.
And just try to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Which is basically what we did that stream. It was just us screaming at each other.
Yeah, it was definitely fun.
Which that video is going to be different than how I usually do like the funny moments. You'll see it. I'm not expecting the editing process.
I'm gonna be excited to watch.
Good.
Because the other ones were funny.
That and Valorant were just too... We could just do stupid shit and it'd be funny. League's always a 50-50.
And I've been in those chat rooms, yeah. It can be.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Lately, it's been the latter half of the 50 of us just not having fun with it. Except Earth. That's been more of no one gives a shit about Earth because it's the stupid game mode, so.
Yeah. I mean, plus we get to play with the people that we enjoy playing with.
Yep.
If only I had a
Definitely.
server to join you guys with, because, like, I want to know how to play the game.
It's something. League of Legends is definitely a very large learning curve. So I don't know how much it's worth getting to learn the game, but I am definitely willing to teach you and have you play with everyone to see if you would like it at some point.
Mm-hmm. And pretty much at the lowest settings, a potato can run the game, so you don't need a powerful PC.
All I have is a laptop.
Don't worry. It's enough.
Sometimes it's enough.
Sometimes it's enough. Well, that's like a thing that I wanted to talk to my parents about, because like I have a giant desk in my room, but I use it more as like a makeup vanity, and I'm like, if I just cut it in half, or just like get rid of what I have, because the desk that I have used to belong to my older cousin, so it's pretty. And I'm just like, there's too much space here. It's cluttering up my room, and I just want to have two separate desks where one's just specifically for doing my makeup, and then one's for whatever, like doing stuff for work or doing something on my laptop, which I can use a
Oh, yeah.
mouse for. Like, that's
Mhm.
the thing, is that there's so many PC games that I like want to get just on my laptop. I mean, hey, I played Cuphead on my laptop, which that game's already hard enough as is. So,
Oh yeah,
so if
that
I just get a
definitely
proper
fits
desk,
more controller style.
yeah. So if I just like get a proper desk and then like a mouse with it, then I feel like I'd be like more. I'd invest more time into being like, okay, what games could I play?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you definitely need a mouse for League.
Well, I want to
Learning
get
curve.
so I want to get the Cuphead set on my Switch because I wanted to play the new game, but that would mean I would have to replay the first game, so that
Yeah.
should be interesting. Gotta relearn all the controls, and I'm so used to the using the controls on my keyboard.
Oh yeah. Should be easier though.
True, very true. I remember getting into that game during the peak of COVID, and my mom walks in and she's like, "Oh, so you're a gamer now?" And I was like, "I can't talk."
Can't talk.
Exactly.
I'm like, "This is a
Exactly.
game where I don't need any distractions."
I get that.
It definitely is. Except when
Have
me
you
and
ever
Jared were streaming it.
Yeah, it it was its own distraction because we had a very hard time getting the connection to be stable,
yeah.
and why was that something?
Definitely was something. Should be fixed now. Need to set some time aside for that in Genesis.
Definitely.
Just need to get a schedule set.
Maybe you can give me some tips for Cuphead, Haley.
Maybe, I guess. I mean, definitely, I would say that like the hardest bosses on that game, because I got to the very end. I still haven't defeated King Dice or the Devil yet, but I was pretty much able to defeat every boss. I think for me, the top three like hardest bosses on that game was the dragon,
Definitely.
the robot. Ugh. I think I spent like 2 weeks trying to defeat that boss, and when I did, I was like on the floor in tears, like, I did it! I did it!
Yay.
Best
Oh,
bit in the game.
the bumblebee, that one's really hard. Because you have to consistently move up as you go.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
scrolling platformer.
Yeah. And I hate those ones.
Gives you a lot to fucking think about.
Yeah. If I like went based off of like lands or like whatever they're called, I forget what they were called.
Islands?
Islands, there you go. Yeah, on the islands, I would say the hardest one, I guess, on the first island was that was it the I think I would say either the flower boss or the weird blue ball boss one was the hardest one. And then the next island, I would say the genie or the dragon was the hardest. And then the next island was either the bumblebee or the robot.
I've heard Bumblebee and Dragon are the two that people have the most difficult
Oh, the
time with.
clown boss too. Ugh.
Oh yeah, that fucking thing.
I
The
don't really
carnival.
remember the bosses that we fought.
We did, if I'm not mistaken, it was Corn, the blue ball, and the first flying one.
Yeah, that first flying one was something. It became like the moon, I think, right?
Oh yeah. I like to call it the olive oil boss because the boss looked like olive oil from Popeye.
Oh yeah, definitely did look like that. Wasn't my
Jacksepticeye even
thought.
said that too. He was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you look like Popeye's girlfriend." I was like, "Kind of does."
It's definitely that styling too. It's just how
Yeah.
Cuphead is styled. Which I love it.
And it was weird because like on every island, like Cuphead or Mughead, whoever you were playing, or Mugman, sorry, not Mughead, whatever Cuphead and Mugman got, you got a new super, but in my opinion, I feel like the first super where like Mugman or Cuphead just swirled the top of their heads to defeat the boss was like the most useful one.
Oh yeah, where it's just the entire half of the screen that they're on just shoots across the screen. That seemed like the best.
Like the third one seemed okay, but you had to like really angle that one right in order for it to even cause any damage to the boss.
Oh yeah.
So I
Definitely.
did try pretty much all the levels to try to defeat King Dice, and the ones I hate the most are the Dead Bones plane one, the Monkey plane one, and then what was the other one? There was one more on that one. No, the rabbit one's easy. The rabbit one's really easy. I forget. But those two, before you defeat King Dice, were really hard, and I hated those ones. I feel like any of the plain ones was a challenge.
Yeah, they are definitely a challenge, especially when you're lagging throughout all
Yeah.
of it.
And I suck at parrying too, so anytime there was like a little pink thing and I tried to parry it, I was like, ah, dang it.
Oh, yeah.
One
You gotta get
boss that I thought. No, go ahead.
you gotta get that parrying down. There's also a power up that will auto parry.
Yeah. I remember there was like a boss that everyone said was so hard, but I found actually kind of easy. It was the mermaid one.
Oh yeah, that fucking one.
That one was easy. Because all you had to do was aim for her head.
Oh yeah.
Like, I saw so many videos of people just like going at her body, and I'm like, do they not see that her body isn't like flashing like normal bosses are?
I guess not. You have those intuitive eyes, those eyeballs.
Some people don't see it. Some people do it for the content.
We must not have gone very far, huh, Mac?
No, we were still on the first island. I didn't want to continue to force. Well, I didn't want to force you to continue playing like that. Which, no, my internet should be functioning properly, and we could do it. But we also had an issue with just the levels. Some of the regular fucking
Oh,
levels
the
were
run and gun
annoying.
ones?
Yeah. Some of those are harder than the bosses.
Oh, for sure. I think I spent more time on the run and gun levels actually. So like towards the end, before I got to King Dice and the Devil, I just skipped all the run and gun levels because I was able to just go past everything.
You don't technically have to do the run and gun. Well, most of them. There are some that actually block your path, but for the most part, you don't have to do a lot of the run and guns. It's just to get coins to in turn buy power ups anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I heavily relied on either the horseshoe shooter power or it was like the green star one where you can basically stand at any angle and it'll just
Oh,
shoot
the
at the
magnet
boss.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that it causes low damage, unlike the horseshoe,
Yep.
which causes like medium damage.
Yep.
And then of course the thing that causes maximum damage, you have to hold a button in order for it to get to full power.
The Mega Man shot.
And I don't like that. Or I like to call it the One Punch Man shot.
It also works. Yeah, no.
Sometimes I relied on the original shot that they gave Cuphead in the game, and I wasn't mad at that because I actually did a pretty good amount of damage.
Yeah, I think that's just medium damage.
Yeah, I was like, medium damage is better than low damage.
It is. But I can definitely see people using the green one on the B level. Hold down fire and jump.
I think I used the lobber shot on that one because like it didn't reach very high, but that was important for me for that level because you kept having to move up, and that one had like medium high damage.
Oh yeah.
I don't really remember the different shots except for like the multi-directional ones.
Yeah, we had the spread shot, the regular one. I don't think we got to the point of buying one. I mean, in all honesty, we're going to have to restart it and we don't have any of that saved anymore.
I was gonna say, do you have it saved? No.
I don't think so.
That
And
happens.
that's like another thing too. It's the same with like the supers that you get on each island, but also like the potions you get to get like an extra boost in your characters. The smoke dash one was the only one that was useful because otherwise you're screwed.
It's that one or the parry for me. Though that would be the two ones I would use.
Yeah,
Like the
I don't
auto
think
parry.
I don't think I ever got enough coins because, like I said, I skipped the last like 2 or 3 running on levels
I don't
just to
blame
get
you.
to the devil. But the smoke dash was the only one that I used because it just made the most sense. Like, what do I want? An extra life? Oh, great! I'll just use that and then not be able to dash my attack.
I thought the extra life just destroyed your damage.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, no, the smoke dash also made you invincible while you were dashing.
Yep.
It was perfect.
It was so nice. I did have experience playing Cuphead on a different console before I started playing it on my own on my laptop. My cousin let me play it on his Xbox one night. It was like right before I was about to come back home from where my cousins live, and I just spent all night on one level, and it was the candy level.
Nice.
That those different islands were nowhere near him. So, hearing you talk about these different levels, I'm like, I wonder what to expect.
I know of them because I've watched people play the game.
Right. That's why I wanted to play it, because I watched mostly Jacksepticeye's journey with playing the game. So
Mhm.
he got me hyped up to be like, you know what, maybe I should try it.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. You watch someone you enjoy watching play it, and you're like, this looks like a fun game. And you realize, I'm having fun, but god damn it.
Like, this is a really cool game. It looks really nice. But fuck, it's really hard.
Oh yeah. That's the way I get anytime I see someone play Dark Souls. Like, I like the
Oh
aesthetic.
yeah.
I like the
Yeah.
difficulty.
Yeah, I've heard Dark Souls is like a really hard game to like crack.
Yeah,
Once you get the dodging and everything down to a T, it's fundamentally it's just dodge smack.
Mm-hmm.
At least anyone that I see that's good at the game, they'll say, just dodge and hit. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
dart, dive and deep.
Just go watch Dodgeball, and you'll understand.
I have seen Dodgeball. That's something Jared and I have been doing a lot. We've been kind of down the watching old Disney movies.
Nice.
Like, we've been watching, like, do you remember that show Recess on Disney Channel?
Yeah.
We were watching that one where they were on summer vacation and the school was getting invaded because, like, one of the old admin wanted to take away recess from the school.
That's the entire point of the show. You're taking away the name. It's gonna be nothing now. Just school.
It'd just be nothing. It'd just be dead air. We also watched Treasure Planet, and I actually got to show Jared
Banger movie.
2 new movies he hadn't seen.
Yeah.
Ralph Breaks the Internet and then Coco.
Nice.
Coco made me cry.
I heard it'll do that.
Yeah, I did that.
I've seen that movie like 1,000 times, and it still makes me tear up over this one scene.
What Disney's good at? They used to be better at it.
I mean, I remember when Coco was even first announced, I was like, really? A whole movie about Dia de Muertos? Like, that seems a little... Because that was when everyone was hyping the Book of Life.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, they already had a Dia de Muertos movie. Why did they need another one? And then I saw it, and I was like, never mind. I take back what I said.
Yeah, it was a really good movie.
I've heard many good things about it. And I've
Yeah.
seen some clips. I haven't sat down and watched it yet.
I haven't seen any of, like, the most recent Pixar movies, like Lightyear and Elemental. I haven't seen those.
I've heard many mixed things about Lightyear, but it's mainly people not liking it.
The only thing that I heard people didn't like was the 5-second clip of a lesbian couple kissing.
Yeah, it got prevented from being played in some countries, right?
Yeah, I think in like some Asian countries that happened.
I did not see anything about that one.
It was so crazy. It's so crazy to me, like, not to be like, oh well, with me being in education and all that stuff, but like being in being in the position that I am now, where I am working in school districts, it's so baffling to me still that there are a lot of people out there that don't want to educate their kids on outside things other than what they learn in school. Like they just want to stick to the curriculum and not focus on everyday events. And it's like, you don't have to tell them everything. You should just tell them in a way that they can understand.
Yeah. I think certain things that kids don't need to learn early on, because they like let them be kids. Don't ruin their sense of innocence yet.
Right, let kids be kids, let their imagination run wild, but just also make sure that they understand that, you know,
Yeah.
life can be a little different than you may have perceived it to be.
Life can be dream.
Life could be a dream.
Yeah.
It actually is.
agreed.
It actually is really cool when you go to Cars Land and it becomes dark outside that they actually do reenact that scene.
Nice. It is cool.
Let's see, were there any other movies that we watched, babe?
What's up?
I was trying to think, were there any other Disney movies that we watched?
No, those are the main ones, I think.
Yeah.
The
We
Wreck-It
watched
Ralph
The
stuff.
Whale recently.
That movie
Oh, yeah.
was
Oh my god,
big
I was sobbing
tearjerker.
by the end.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser.
I just looked at Jared and I was like, that movie is so sad.
Yeah, I mean, it's super clear why he won.
Oh yeah, he deserved it. 150%.
Yeah. I had to explain to Jared how like Hollywood did him dirty because of all the accusations that were against him for him coming out saying that I forgot who he was, but how someone who was above power of him had groped him and he was saying he was a liar and all this shit, and then how he
Yep.
was always severely injured after like all the stunts that he did, that he even had to have vocal and knee surgery at one point.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, like, because I was saying this to Jared too, it's like, why, if someone comes out so willingly and is vulnerable enough to come out with something like that, why are you not intent to believe them?
Different time.
Different, I guess.
That's
yeah.
really all I can say is it was a different time
I
and
think
no
this
one
was
gave a shit.
before I think this was before the Me Too movement too, so that would make sense. But I just remember hearing about all this right before the Oscars last year, and I was just like,
Yep.
wow. Like, I was blown away. I'm like, wow, they did him so dirty. No wonder everyone is praising him for this movie and for this movie to be his comeback to Hollywood.
Yep, he
Yeah.
got blacklisted, and he was damn good. He still is damn good.
I know,
Absolutely.
and the guy that he was like trying to get him accused for his groping was like, well, I didn't really blacklist him. And I said to Jared, I was like, if what he said wasn't true, then why'd you blacklist him?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like,
If
the
you
math
didn't
ain't math
blacklist
in
him-
here.
If you didn't blacklist him, why the fuck didn't we see him in any fucking films? Because he was gone.
Like, he just disappeared.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then they remade The Mummy. And he was terrible.
I didn't even
Yeah.
bother with that. I was like, if it doesn't have Brendan Fraser in it, I don't want it.
Exactly.
I actually
That's
was like
valid.
that with the recent Jumanji movies because I am a Robin Williams stan through and through, okay? Like, I grew up with him. I was devastated when he passed away. And when I found out that they were doing a Jumanji adaptation, and I think this was maybe like 4 years after his passing. I was like, no, 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 no. I am not doing that. But it's not really a remake as it is like an added movie to the adaptation, I guess, because they make original references to the movie. And to be honest, I actually enjoyed these films more than I ever thought I would.
They're not terrible.
They're not bad.
No.
Like, it's campy, it's goofy, but you know, the jokes do land, so.
And it's not trying to take away from the original film that was
Yeah,
significantly
exactly.
better.
Yeah.
Have you forced him to watch Journey to Atlantis yet?
Watch what?
The Atlantis film.
Oh no.
You gotta watch it.
I've heard of it, but I've never watched it before.
Think of it like Treasure Planet. Another fucking top tier movie. So fucking good.
Yeah. It's like, again, something I have watched, I just don't remember watching it.
So fucking good. And it's just one of those one-off movies they did, and it was so fucking good that you want to see more of it. You want more of the universe, and you don't get it. It's gone. It's over.
Yeah.
What would
They
you
did
guys
that
say?
so much in the early 2000s.
Oh, that was early 2000s?
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, Mac, I forgot. I know we had this heated argument when we were in chat a few nights ago, but I forgot what you said was your favorite Pixar film.
Among Us.
When they make it, maybe.
I was gonna say, watch that be like a live action movie where they actually try to stretch it out into a thriller horror type movie. I give it maybe 3 years and they will create something like that.
Oh shit, they made a sequel. I was looking up the Atlantis film. It's called Atlantis the Lost Empire, and they made a sequel.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know they made a sequel. Right under my
How did I
radar.
not know about this?
Exactly. And it's on Disney Plus. That's great.
Well,
I-
goddamn.
I don't know if I have a favorite. There are ones I enjoy, obviously. But I
Yeah.
don't know if I have a favorite Pixar film.
We all know Jared's.
Ka-chow.
Exactly.
Ka-chow. Ka-chow.
It's
I'll
not
give you
Pixar,
one
which is the
hint.
problem.
I'll give you
Ka-choo,
one
ka-choo,
hint
ka-choo.
what mine is. Woo!
Oh, yeah, Monsters Inc.
Among
Yeah.
Us.
Both good.
Oh, googly bear!
It's always been Among Us.
Always has been.
I wonder when that Five Nights at Freddy's sequel is gonna come out.
I'd probably say next year, or the year after.
Maybe. I heard that they might be making an Until Dawn movie, which that could be interesting because I actually really liked playing that game when it came out.
Remind me again what that one was.
Until Dawn was basically like a decision-making game where a group of friends went to a snowy cabin in the woods, and then they realized that I forget if they were trying to escape like zombie-like creatures or demons or whatever, but essentially the friends like break up into groups, and you're on different journeys with all of these friends trying to escape different like courses of action per se. And the cast for like all the voice actors was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like here, let me pull up. I feel like I
Oh, what's this
remember all
game?
the names. Hold on, cast.
I heard it was good. I did not end up doing
Yeah,
anything with
Remy
it.
Malik, Jordan Fisher, Brett Dalton, Hayden Pantory. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name right or not. But yeah, Ashley Brown, Christopher Halter, Michael Monroe, Samantha. Yeah.
To answer your question, Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Bug's Life.
Yo ho, yo ho.
Pirate's Life for me.
Until Dawn is coming to PC, by the way, this year.
It is.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes. I remember, like, me and my sister played that game. We thought we were going to finish it in one night, but then by the time, like, it was 3:30 a.m., my mom comes into the room. She's like, "Okay, girls, we gotta leave. Like, we gotta get home." And we're like, "No, but we were almost done."
How it be?
Yeah, I love those times where you're just staying up playing a game because you're so drenched in it and just completely lose track of time. That's been me with Baldur's Gate a lot.
Also with Power World recently, too.
Yeah, but I don't have access to Power World anymore right now.
I can give it to you.
Oh, wow.
15
Wow.
days, because I still have Game Pass. I think. I'm gonna go see.
Life
I know.
could be dream.
I did see some things about Until Dawn, just didn't, it being a PlayStation game,
Mm-hmm.
I did not, have a desire to get a console to play it.
What would you guys say is, like, one of your favorite movies that was adapted from a book series? Or just a book in general?
Mm-hmm.
I actually have no idea.
I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm gonna go with Hunger Games for now.
I don't read too many books, I have no clue.
What about you, Haley? Looks like she might be talking to someone right now.
Yeah.
No, I had to
I
let my
think
dog
so.
inside.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I did hear your question though. Like book series wise, I'm biased and I have to say like Harry Potter. But if it was just based off of a single book, and this is just my favorite movie in general, it's Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't read too many books. I got nothing.
Me either. I don't read too many books either. Hunger Games is a book series that I did read.
I want to read the Hunger Games book with the most recent movie that just came out. Because I
Yeah.
saw it and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good, and it made me want to get the book.
That wasn't something that I read. I think it came out recently, right?
I think like a year or two, maybe? Let me look it up.
Yeah, so not something that I have read or was out when I was reading those books.
It's been a while since you read those.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Oh, it came out during the pandemic in like May of 2020.
Damn.
So that's the best time for things to come out.
I mean, I guess. My God, all the shit that came out during COVID. Like, there was, I don't know if you guys heard this, there was a legit, like, author that tried to come up with, like, a COVID erotica telenovela type story.
What the heck?
It was so weird.
That
So
is
many dumb
interesting.
things. So many dumb things.
So many dumb things. So many dumb things.
But now we can look back and laugh at it.
That's right.
Or we get to relive it because everything's just fucking reoccurring now.
Well, inflation's happening. We are suffering through that.
I don't know, I'm talking about the fact that, major things that happened in 2020 are the exact same things that are happening now, except for COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I saw that people were printing that out where it was like the election and then the Super Bowl and then they added COVID and I'm like, oh, oh God,
What
no.
we got now.
I'm like, no.
I'm fine with a lockdown.
My life just seemed like it was getting
Another
back to normal.
lockdown. You
We
get
go-
another lockdown. And
At
you
least
get
I have to
another
deal with
lockdown.
people, the better.
Everybody gets a lockdown.
That's just me, though. I can understand why people didn't like it.
I just didn't like it due to the fact that I had to do college online.
I can understand that one.
Just doing college courses online was not fun. And I was an ASL major too, so having deaf professors sign on Zoom and having to recept that on a screen, not easy at all.
No, I do not doubt that. Especially since you're used to going to school,
Mhm.
and now
I was
school
really getting
is
used
also
going
tied to
school.
home.
Yeah. You know, my sister was still living with me at the time, and she was on her last semester of college, so like we all had to find our own spaces in the house just to have like a
Quiet
classroom
area.
setting of some sort. Yeah.
Sure didn't get that luxury. None of his house is quiet.
Never.
Not with Jules there.
Jules, the dogs. Anything else that could go wrong?
I realized that Obi doesn't really bark that much. He barks sometimes, but not as much as Luna does.
Oh. He's just
Oh,
not
he
here
used
very
to.
often.
He
No,
also
he
used to
still
do it a
does.
lot.
He whines and then he'll bark at everything that passes in front of the front door.
That is fact.
Luna barks at us. Obi doesn't bark at us usually. He'll whine though.
Welcome to Husky life,
Yeah.
where you're the problem.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah.
It's your fault. No one knows why. Not even the one barking at you.
I wish I knew what they're saying. I mean, Obi right now is probably in pain because he's got an eye infection. It doesn't look good.
Still?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you tried the vet yet?
No, I've been asking my parents to take him. But they have some antibiotics that they've been giving him. So.
If it works, hopefully.
Yeah, he gets a lot of discharge in his eye.
It's gotta wipe it out. Oh. He wishes it was just eye crusties.
I remember being like little and getting so excited whenever like eye crusties were in my eye.
Why?
I don't know. I just believe in the feeling, I guess. I was a weird child, okay?
Yeah.
I literally, like in preschool, I didn't play with other kids. I played in the dirt with worms.
Hmm.
Maybe that should have been foreshadowing into my life of just me being by myself.
Nah, you just haven't found the people to be around yet. You're getting close.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't meet my person until, well, actually that's a lie. My best friend Sophie and I have been friends since birth. And then my like best friend, I was gonna say I didn't meet like my person until 6th grade, which is my best friend Morgan. And man, she got me through the roughest time of my life, which was middle school.
Middle school is such a dread.
I hated it.
Most people do.
I didn't have to deal with it. Because my school was a piece of shit. Context, I dropped out.
Oh.
And then was homeschooled.
Oh, I see.
kids were dickheads, and the only teacher that was not a dickhead was my 5th grade one, and when we got taken to court for it, well, my parents did, he went, no one's doing anything to fucking help him with the kids except me. And one teacher can only do so fucking much.
I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, when a parent and a teacher come together for like a conference or whatever, and like they're trying to discuss ways and to help improve the child's learning and blah 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 blah, and the parent just goes, well, just do your job, just like make it easier, just make something better for my kid. It's like, I'm a teacher, I'm not their parent. Because that's something that I've really learned with what I do for work, is just making sure you accommodate everybody, not only the kid, but the parent, and you try to say things in a way that doesn't insinuate, like, oh, tell your kid to do this. Just bring up that maybe these few things need to be improved on, and we can all work together to see if there are other methods for this kid to succeed. When the teacher just points their fingers at the teacher, just being like, well, why aren't you doing your job? Like, oh, you're just lazy. You know how much shit an actual teacher has to go through with not only just one kid, but 15, 20, maybe 35 kids in the room?
Yep. Exactly.
So I guarantee you there's probably more than one kid in there that has behavioral issues, or is on the spectrum, or has other issues that either are being
ADHD.
addressed or aren't being addressed because the parents are in denial about it.
Yep. Or everyone hears ADHD as hyperactive, and you don't see the kids that are like me that have the complete opposite hyperactivity.
Right.
Matt
I'm
can't do
mellow as
anything.
fuck. Like, as a
He's
kid, I was
negative
mellow
activity.
and kept to myself.
Right.
I was the complete opposite of my cousin, who was the fucking hyper one.
Right.
And not even... no teacher or anyone seen it. They just disregarded it as... he's just quiet.
Oh, he's just shy. Oh, he's just quiet. Like,
I don't blame anyone for it.
yeah, but at the same time too, it's like you could have gotten more info so you had a better understanding instead of just jumping to your own conclusions to fit your narrative of things.
Oh yeah. It's with the times. People didn't care as much back then.
Yeah.
That's why I don't blame anyone for it. It's just,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
guess,
happened,
yeah.
and now we're at that point of, hey, pay attention to this shit. It's ruining people's lives.
Ever had like an interview question like that where it was like, hey, say a kid came up to you and was like, oh, my daddy drove me to school and he smelled like beer. What do you do? And I was like, I'd be like, oh. Like, at first I was like, oh, and even the other interviewer was like, damn, why'd you ask her such a heavy question? I started laughing with her. But I was like, okay, let me answer that though. I'd be like, oh, okay, was he just in a rush or something? Or was he coming back from somewhere? Just to try to get any other info from the kid, and then just be like, okay, carry along, and then just go to my supervisor, whoever, being like, yo, this kid told me this shit, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I definitely don't know what the fuck to do in that situation.
Because of course I don't want the kid to be driven if the dad is drunk or whatever.
Yeah,
So I'm just like,
definitely.
that's a high liability risk.
It's a liability risk, and you also got the fact of how many other
The
factors
kid's
could
being
there
taken
be.
away.
Yeah, there could be multiple other factors too. He could have just smelled like it. It's possible he might have been throwing old ones out and they fucking exploded on him.
Maybe.
There are other factors.
There are other factors, yeah. But that shouldn't be just heard of lightly. Just be like, I
Oh,
don't know,
no,
like,
definitely not. I try to be how the US used to fucking be of innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
I want to figure out all the factors without being jail.
Trisdale.
My kid now.
Oh my god,
Not
my kid
yours.
could never. The lack of accountability that some, not only parents, but some kids have when it comes to like things that they do at school.
Oh yeah.
And then they try to lie about it. Like, I swear, kids learn about gaslighting from a very young age. And they're like, no, I didn't. Like, I didn't do that. And it's like, I literally just saw you with my own 2 eyes.
They don't learn gaslighting. It's ingrained in them.
It's ingrained in them. Yeah.
I may not work with kids. I have fucking nephews and nieces.
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
everywhere,
Fuck 'em.
climbing the walls.
Get them away from
It's
me.
like daddy daycare up in there.
Oh my god, I loved that baby daddy daycare.
I missed.
I
What
missed.
do you mean you missed? I
missed.
I missed.
Cue the absolute horror.
How do you miss that bad? There's a difference between missing the toilet 2 inches away. Why is it on the wall on the other side? Behind a box.
They looked up on the ceiling. How'd that happen? I don't know.
I missed.
I don't
All
know.
that happened.
What do you mean you missed? It means I missed.
You missed.
How do you miss
That-
that bad?
That's insane.
It's insane. It's a good movie.
That was a good movie. It was really funny. That was also like early 2000s that came out.
It was. A lot of bangers in the early 2000s.
Oh, for sure.
Now we just get superhero movies.
Oh my god. So I will say, I did watch the Super Bowl. I mostly just have the Super Bowl on my TV to watch the halftime shows and the commercials, because I think the commercials are like the best part. And I will say that that new Deadpool trailer got me so excited for watching a Marvel movie again. The last few projects, aside from like Guardians 3, have been like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
Definitely.
like on a Marvel just hiatus. Like, nothing has really caught my attention. Even like with the second season of Loki, I was excited for it, but this one in particular, I was like, oh, I'm ready. This looks like it's gonna be so much fun.
I think the main reason why it looks like that is because Ryan Reynolds is actually fighting to make the movie good.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep it.
Like, Deadpool is his prized possession. Like, it's his baby. Like, this is his character
Yeah,
that
100%.
he's worked so hard to develop and make of his own.
Oh yeah.
So, like, I don't blame him.
No, and Disney's trying to just do what the fuck ever for it.
Quantity over quality.
Pretty much.
I mean, I heard, because everyone was so confused when the Moana 2 teaser trailer came out, because they were like, wait, I thought they were supposed to be making a live action. And I heard other comments say, wait, I thought it was supposed to be like a Disney Plus series, and it turns out that it was, but because of Disney not reaching anything in the billions last year, in terms of like box office, I think they said they had to condone this Moana series into an actual like sequel to Moana, because they're trying to get, those ratings up and get the box office numbers that they want.
Fucking Disney.
It is one of the biggest conglomerates out there.
Yeah. It's like, as much as you love it, like, there is a lot of shady things that happen behind the scenes. Like, do you guys remember when, before No Way Home came out, there was like that dispute with Disney and Sony? Because like Sony, I think, wanted like more like of the revenue that Spider-Man was like bringing in and stuff. And
Mhm.
Disney was like, yeah, no, the contract we have is fine. Like, don't be too greedy. And then Sony was about to just be like, okay, well, you can't make any more Spider-Man movies because we dropped.
Oh yeah, Sony's are just money grubbers.
But I think also it was they were looking at like how how like successful like Into the Spider-Verse was. They're trying to like profit off of like what Marvel was doing with Spider-Man in the MCU to see if like they can make an extra profit off of it.
Yep.
And I remember like being so mad. I'm like why are these companies being so greedy right now? Just make a good film and it'll make the money that you're looking for.
Yeah. Kind of how
And
it
that's why I was
works.
so relieved when No Way Home came out, because I remember looking at my dad and being like, to think that this film almost didn't happen because greed and entitlement got in the way of these two companies.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
I think that is like my favorite movie, No Way Home. Just it's
Oh
got so
yeah.
much nostalgia and everything.
Definitely.
Like, it just has the right amount of, like, Tom Holland's MCU Spider-Man and then everyone else coming in and adding so much just regular Spider-Man. Spider-Man? I can't.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man nostalgia, and I'm so excited for the second part of Across the Spider-Verse to come out because that's gonna be a banger.
Oh yeah.
Every single animated Spider-Man, like Into the Spider-Verse film, has hit so well. It has done so well for themselves. Like, they know what they're doing.
It's odd that you look at any animated Spider-Man thing, it works perfectly.
Yeah.
Go back and watch any of the old animated stuff. It's just top tier.
Oh yeah.
And then we get the IRL adaptations, and there's already a very high bar set.
Oh yeah.
Not saying any of them are bad. Just, there's a lot to go against.
Yeah.
And the Marvel fandom is fucking a feral dog when it comes to Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Like, Spider-Man is like, I don't want to say it's like the face of Marvel, but it's definitely like the face of the superhero genre, I would say. Because when you just say superhero, you probably think of one of three characters: Batman, Superman, or Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Younger generations might think Iron Man now because of how prevalent he was in the MCU.
Yeah.
The truth is, I am Iron Man.
The small smirk doing that.
Dude, Iron Man was in my head rent free. The first movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It was a great fucking start off to the MCU.
Oh, for sure.
And they kind of dropped the ball with 2. I didn't mind it, but it wasn't as good.
But it was okay.
And then they turned the Mandarin into garbage.
Oh yeah, they did that man dirty.
They did him so dirty. You know who else they did dirty in the MCU? Like, villain-wise? Taskmaster.
Oh yeah, but that said, I actually think Taskmaster is one of my favorite villains that's still in the MCU because of how unique they are and like how cool of an idea that is, like what
Oh,
they
yeah.
did with them.
I think, like, one of my favorite MCU villains is, like, either Zemo or, someone else, I forget who. I mean, I guess if you consider Scarlet Witch, like, a villain, she's one of my favorites.
She was something.
I mean, kinda.
She was just wronged, okay? So many times. Give my girl a break.
I mean, definitely, I can see that too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, like, Loki's a given one.
I wouldn't really call him a villain at this point anymore.
Who?
Loki.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, especially with how Loki ended.
Probably not the finale. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Pick the right actor.
I would say Zemo, Red Skull, and Mysterio are a few of like my favorite MCU villains.
Yeah, those are good ones.
I enjoyed Thanos. Who
Like,
they
Thanos
got to
was
play
great.
him was flawless for the role.
Yeah, and then he was a villain in Deadpool 2, wasn't he?
I'm pretty sure he was Cable, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe? Yes. He was. Just looked it up. Can't mistake that face anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know, if we consider Scarlet Witch villain, what would we consider Deadpool?
The anti-hero.
Not too far off from the same thing.
I mean, I feel like Loki was more of like an anti-hero.
You know what I consider Deadpool? Consider Deadpool funny.
There you go. I can't wait for the Spider-Man crossover.
Fooderman.
Because if you know how Deadpool is with Spider-Man,
Oh
it'll
yeah.
be funny.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Wolverine combo is going to be great, too.
That's gonna be so
Definitely. It's gonna be
Logan
awesome.
itself is a stand-up film.
Oh, it's great. It's been a hot minute since I've seen it, but it's a good movie.
Like, I would say, like, out of all the movies that came out that year, Logan was definitely in, like, everyone's top 3, if not, like, their favorite one. Their favorite movie of that year.
Absolutely. Holy shit, it has been a long time. It's 2017.
7 years ago. The hell?
That's nuts.
How is that even humanly possible?
Time flies.
It's like anywhere from like 2015 till now seems like a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's like you say it, it's like, oh, it wasn't that long ago, and then you do the math and you're like, holy crap, I'm old.
Yeah.
It's 2020
Time.
did it to us. Time means nothing anymore.
That's right.
Time is just a nuisance.
Exactly.
Yep.
Blub, blub, blub.
We're gonna get round 2. It's happening.
You think so?
Month. One more month, we'll find out.
Ugh.
That's when it started.
I know, I was gonna say, I did want to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but I'm like, it's February and we got the news in March, so please, 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 please. Can everyone just stay healthy?
I think it was
What?
end of February it started happening, and then the lockdown. Well, the 2-week lockdown happened. Turned into
And we weren't in
fucking 2
school during that
years.
time.
So what's the reasoning like that people think that lockdown might happen again?
Just because of like all the things that did happen in 2020.
It's
seem to be
basically
happening
repeating.
again in 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl is the exact same.
The election's gonna be the same. It's leap year this year. So what's
Well,
next?
that happens every 4 years, so that coincides with the election, right?
Sure, maybe, I don't know.
Huh, when you put it that way, actually.
We're basically getting a repeat of a lot of things.
A lot of things, yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, I know I was reading, and this is what I was thinking might be like why people are saying it, but if it's literally just because other things are happening that remind it, then that's probably why. But there is a strand of the influenza that went missing after lockdown happened. So
How
And
do you let
what
something go missing?
so what that means is that there's been no reported cases of it since the first lockdown happened, and it was one of the common things that were usually in your flu shots, like the shots that you get every year. And so the people who vote in what should be into like what vaccines should be put into that concoction have to like make educated guesses on what they think will have like um a big presence in the coming year. And so people are saying that because that isn't showing up, they're not gonna have the vaccine for that in the shot. And so I was thinking maybe that might be what causes the next lockdown, is that that strand of influenza pops back up and no one's got the defense against it.
I hope that doesn't happen. No more lockdowns. No more lockdowns. I have 2 years worth of COVID trauma that I'm just barely trying to get over. I don't need more.
I'm down.
I'm like, I don't need any more.
The less I'm forced to be around people, the better.
The more
Quiet.
work from home jobs that I can get, the more work from home jobs I'll get denied from.
If that did happen, I'll be back to just one job out of my 3 that I have.
No.
Sadly,
And
yeah.
it's not a lot. And it's not a lot of money.
That would suck.
I'd probably have to file for unemployment again. Which, that was something that I learned during COVID, how to file for unemployment. And it was so crazy because, like, it was so early on that COVID wasn't even a reason that you could be putting in as a reason for unemployment. And now that's, like, the top reason as to why people are filing for unemployment.
Yep.
Like, we had to type in, like, oh, world pandemic, and because it, like, gave us the other option. We literally had to type in world pandemic, COVID-19.
God damn. Welcome to America.
This is America. That's right.
It's the dream. I don't know whose dream, but it's the dream.
Whose dream? I like to talk to the man in charge of this dream they call.
So good.
It's so great. I love working so hard to just barely afford a life to live.
I like eating my peanuts that I'd worked so hard for. It's great.
Don't spend them all in one spot.
Fucking generation in charge, dumb pieces of shit.
You know what people like to say. Oh, people just don't want to work anymore. Do you really think that's the reason?
No, people just can't get hired.
People are just too picky about the people that they hire, and it's ridiculous.
Yep. So many places are hiring, but no one's fucking hiring.
That's right. What Mack said.
And then bosses say, oh, you're easily replaceable. Okay, I quit. Wait, no! Like, stay with us. You're valuable to our team. Blah, blah, blah. Well, why'd you say that shit then?
And then they complain about people actually leaving when they fucking say that shit of... Like... That
I know,
used
like,
to
oh, it's my
work
last
when
day.
people were dumb. We're not idiots anymore. Not that
We're a
stupid,
little
at
bit
least.
We have a little bit more knowledge, and, you know, the 2 weeks thing isn't even a thing that you need to do. It's just
2
like a
weeks is
courtesy
fucking
thing.
courtesy. That's all it is.
Like you are lucky enough if someone does give you a 2-week notice. If not, then you really screwed them over if they just quit on the spot.
Absolutely.
That's what Jared did.
Nope, I gave it 2 weeks.
No, he gave a 2-week. You gave like a 3-week, didn't you?
No, yeah, probably.
Fuck, it has been a while since I have, and I forgot all about
No, I
it.
think it was 2.
I gave like a 3-week notice to like my first job. So I was no, not my first job. I gave a 3-week to the most recent job that I left, and because I was just so over being there, and I was trying so hard to just wait out for it to be a 2-week mark, and then I was like, nah, I'm doing this now.
Some people should not be fucking managers.
And then some people should be, and are just not allowed to.
People should be earning more than what they actually do for the work that they put in, because a lot of it gets taken out for taxes.
Yeah. Don't forget to do those.
I still don't know how to do taxes. I don't know how to do that shit.
Same.
Like, who was supposed to teach us these things?
Oh, all that shit got taken out of school. They used to teach that shit. All that shit got taken out of the schools.
Wow. Wow.
I got 2 classes of learning how to, make a bank account, use checks, that type of shit, and then they completely stopped them, and no one remembered how to do any of it.
I didn't even write a check since 3rd grade, actually, now that I think about it.
Did you say check?
Yep.
Yeah, check.
Since 3rd grade?
Yeah.
Dang.
Like, my teacher, she just gave us, they were ones made for kids, obviously, but she taught us how to, write all the information you needed to if you were to write an actual check.
That's pretty cool. She
Yeah,
sounds like the kind of person to help people learn taxes too.
Yep.
Yeah. She
Someone
probably
who
would
actually
have.
gave a shit.
She probably would have.
Definitely do sound like someone who actually did give a shit.
Oh, yeah. I know. Like, wow, a teacher that actually gives a shit about their students. And their opinions.
So fucking new.
I know. That's why to this day my favorite teacher is my junior year US history teacher, because sometimes he'd scrap his whole lesson and be like, hey guys, there's just a lot of events going on in the world, and I just want to hear you guys' input on it, if it hits close to home to you, or if it doesn't, but you have some things that you might want to say. Like, I just want you guys to, air it out, the table's open, I want to hear your guys' opinions and just your thoughts on them. Like, he would do that so much, and I valued him for that, because I was like, wow, he's treating us like almost adults, and he really wants to hear our input, whether we agree with it or not. Because we did this thing in his class where we would take old historical events, and he would choose 6 kids, 3 on each side, on whether you disagreed with how things were handled during that time or you did agree with it. So he was just kind of treating it like that, but obviously was just trying to keep an open mind and was just trying to listen to us with what we had to say.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a teacher that actually cared and wanted to teach you guys how to function in
Right, and this
day-to-day
was
life.
in, I won't say what we talked about, but this was around the 2018 time, and a lot of stuff had went down.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, sounds like a good teacher.
Oh yeah, he was great, and I had him first period, so for once in the amount of time I went to my public school system, he was I was so excited to actually go to first period because he was my first period teacher.
I'm excited to go to school for
I was
now,
like, yay!
and then I don't want to be here anymore.
I know, for now. That's why junior year was my favorite, because I was like, yay, I actually get a first period teacher that starts my day off right. It doesn't rub me the wrong way.
Exactly. I had that for 5th grade, except everyone else in the school was a complete and utter piece of shit. Oh, you forgot work at home? Guess what? It was due today. I didn't tell anyone that, but you're fucked.
Fucked.
There was a teacher at my high school. I never had him, thank God. But there was a teacher that some of my friends, I think my ex had, where not only did you have to be like in the classroom before the bell rang, you had to be in your seat, have your planner open, and have your pen ready to go before the bell rang. And if that didn't happen, he gave you a detention.
Oh my gosh.
Fire him.
That sounds awful.
I'm like, is this a school or is this a military base? Like,
Fire that man. This is not
I
how
don't know
school
if
should be.
I don't know if he's still there or not, but if he is, he should not be there.
I hope someone puts thumbtacks in his shoe.
I hope his pillows are warm.
I hope he magically finds Legos all over his floors.
Not
Hey,
the
I
Legos.
got some in my car. I use them for work. I can
That's
make
good.
that happen. I can make that happen.
Just go find
You
him.
can make it happen.
Break into his house
Oh,
and just put
like
Legos
yeah, stepping on the
all over
Legos
his
bad
floor.
enough already. Try like moving your legs on the rug and then accidentally having your knee get bumped into a Lego.
It's the worst. Legos are the worst unless they're in your hands.
And
Anywhere
you're
else,
building
they
something really
suck.
cool.
Fine.
Like
Fuck
the
you,
build
Lego.
part's fun, but the cleaning
Why are
up
they so
part's a pain
sharp?
in my ass. Why are they so sharp?
Not even that they're sharp, it's just there.
They're so pointy.
They're made out of bricks.
Such hard plastic. And then you got fucking Duplo. A much softer plastic.
Yeah.
Still hurts like hell when it gets chucked at your head, though.
Ow.
You know what? Most things chucked at your head are kinda hurt, not gonna lie.
I don't know, I've had an egg get chucked at me, that didn't hurt.
For real.
You've never been egged? You remember walking around Halloween with your friends, just got fucking eggs thrown at you?
What? No.
You
Can't
didn't
say I
have
have.
dickheads in your fucking town that were just throwing eggs at people?
No.
They got what
I
was
lived
coming
in-
to them.
I lived in the same neighborhood all my life. My house is my great grandmother's house.
Goddamn. Generational house.
It's pretty pog.
I technically do have the same thing, I just don't live in that house currently. It was my great-grandfather's.
Oh.
It is now mine. And my sister's.
Hey.
Now, it is currently not livable, though.
Oh really? It would need
One
a lot
day.
of like renovations.
Oh, it's gone. Like, it needs to be
God.
get down. It needed significant amount of work when my dad was still alive, and no one had the money. And then, still no one has money. And it still needs work. The fact it still stands is surprising to everyone. If I'm not mistaken, the property's been in my family's name for over 200 years.
Wow.
And I think that house has been here since then. Mind you, it's had many renovations since then, but the base house has been in my family for that long.
Wow.
Never fucking had a finished basement, although that fucking Michigan basement shit. Which, clarification, you've seen finished basements. How you always got that concrete slab floor, or, you know, they're actually finished and furnished. A Michigan
Uh-huh.
basement is you go down some concrete steps that are shittily put in, as in they're angled wrong, and then you see a rock wall and just dirt. It's a basement, but you're sitting on ground.
Wow.
I mean, it's probably a good thing it was dirt because we had a wood stove down there. So. Chuck
A
wood down
wood
there.
stove?
Yeah, he heated the house with
What
wood.
is that?
It's a stove that has a blower motor on it, and you put the wood in, you light it up, and you turn the blower motor on, and it heats your house. Worked very,
Interesting.
very well. Technically, you're not supposed to have it in your house. Insurance will not cover your house if you do.
Oh no.
That makes sense.
'Cause it is technically just a fire hazard. I'm pretty sure they used to cover houses because that's how it always has been. Like, if you had a wood stove, it was just in your house.
Yeah.
But where the property's at, it was either wood stove or you had propane.
Propane or propane accessories?
Have you seen how much it is to fill one of those giant propane tanks?
No.
It's expensive.
How expensive?
Very. It is not a cheap thing to do. Because you're not filling like one of those 20-pound tanks. That's, what the fuck? Go to the gas station, it's usually like, I think 20 to exchange, or 30 to exchange, and like 50 to buy a brand new one.
Uh-huh.
So change that 20-pound out for a 500-gallon one. One of those giant ones you see outside of fucking... You guys might not have them outside of places where you're at. Your infrastructure is better than mine. Got a lot of outdated shit over here. Seems like something on your mind, Judd. I can see it in your eyes. Something there.
No. I'm just thinking it's
Push it out.
that we're going pretty late and I need to be up pretty early.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize that's what it was.
What happens when you're sitting here talking? We could end whenever.
Yeah. Do y'all care if we end it now?
No, we
Any
can-
last thoughts or anything?
COVID 2.
Good. No.
Electric Boogaloo.
That's right. I was waiting for Jared to finish it. No, I got nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing either.
Okay.
You got nothing on your mind?
No.
You fucking brought it in. You're supposed to be the one ending it. What are you doing?
Oh. I figured you'd want to end it too. Okay. Hold on. I don't actually have it pulled up, Mac. Give me a second.
This man. I let him intro it, and he thinks he doesn't get to do the outro.
You get both privileges.
Nice. Well, firstly, thanks for joining us, Hailey.
Alright,
Hanging
yeah,
out and
thanks
chatting.
for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. This was nice.
Always welcome.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And just the outro. So thank you everyone for dining with us tonight as we discuss what was on our minds. I was Jared, your co-host normally, and that was Mac and Hailey.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Have a
y'all.
nice night, y'all.
All right. Be safe out there, guys.